Hello, folks. Richard Fontenay here. Welcome to the Fontenay Magazine e-learning podcast. And if you're returning, thank you very much for returning. And if you are new to our e-learning podcast, thank you for joining us today. Now, I really do appreciate participation. And so if you are so inclined, give me a thumbs up as well. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel, and thank you for doing so in advance. And I want to shout out a special thank you for those who have already joined this channel. Thank you kindly from the bottom of my heart. Now, today's topic is about embracing self-renewal so that we can live a meaningful and a fuller life. Why? Because your personal growth and development matter. Now, let's talk about how embracing self-renewal can help you live a more meaningful and a fuller life. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about why this topic is important, and then I'll explore 4 major areas. The importance of developing a hobby, the importance of connecting with others, the importance of taking on new challenges, and the importance of practicing self-care. Now, within each of these areas, I'll outline a number of strategies that you might want to try out. Now, it's important to remember that these 4 areas are not the only areas we should be concerned about when we embrace self-renewal. However, we know that there are others, and they may find their place in a future podcast. Now, are you still interested? So let's get on with it then. We all want to live happy, and we all want to have a fulfilling life. But sometimes it's hard to know where to start. Now, if you're feeling stuck or feeling you're not living up to your potential, self-renewal can be a way to jumpstart your journey. It's like turning things upside down and opening up a whole vista of new opportunities. Self-renewal is about taking time for the things that bring you joy, peace, and fulfillment, and letting go of the things that just don't fit. Now, when you make self-renewal a priority, you open yourself up to new possibilities and new ways of thinking and new ways of living. This allows you to live a more authentic and a much richer life. Self-renewal isn't a selfish act. It's actually very essential. Nor is it about developing a sense of self-importance. So when you take care of yourself, you're really better to show up, or you're better able to show up for the people and the stuff that you really care about. You have more energy, more patience, and more compassion. So if you're ready to start living a fuller life, again, here are the 4 areas for this podcast. The importance of developing a hobby, the importance of connecting with others, the importance of taking on new challenges, and the importance of practicing self-care. Consider them as a way to kickstart yourself into action. So the first one, make time for hobbies and interests outside of your work. Now, it's important to have passions and pursuits outside of your careers so that you don't lose sight of what brings you joy in life. And this is not to say that your work doesn't bring you joy, but sometimes we need to sort of look outside of work to find that joy. It could be such things as painting, playing an instrument, taking photographs, or anything that sparks your creativity. Making time for hobbies can help you lead a more well-rounded life. And if you don't have a hobby, here are a few things to consider. Identify a hobby of interest. Start by thinking about activities that really interest you. Do you enjoy art, sports, music, gardening, reading? Identify something that you enjoy and you would like to spend more time with. Make time for your hobby. Schedule a regular time for your hobby of interest. It can be challenging to find time because we're very, very busy, but we need to find important spaces and be able to prioritize the time for our hobbies. Invest in the necessary resources to make them happen. Depending on your hobby or interest, you may need to invest in resources or equipment to get started. Now, this may seem like a simple suggestion, but it's very critical, and people forget about it. For instance, if you're interested in painting, you may need to purchase paint and canvases. And if you're interested in playing an instrument, you may need to purchase the instrument and take some lessons, all of which has some costs associated with it. So you need to build those in to your budget. Find a community where you can share your hobby. Now, consider joining a small community of people who share your hobby or your interest. This can be a great way to connect with others and learn from their experiences. It's also a way to reinforce your own commitment to your hobby. As well, keep learning. Now, continually challenging yourself to improve and learn more about your hobby or interest. I know someone who every 3 years, he learns something new and builds it into a hobby of interest for him. The last time I referred to him, he was taking up photography. So he also attended a lot of workshops and conferences, and read books. He was a consummate learner. He read articles and all on photography. He also found a mentor who can provide him with guidance and some insight into that hobby that he was pursuing. By the way, it's never too late to develop a hobby. Emil was in his 70s when he took up the fiddle, and now he's in his 80s, and he shares his talents with those who live in care homes. So by pursuing a hobby or something that really interests you, you can find joy and fulfillment in your free time, and while also fostering some personal growth, some creativity, and a sharing attitude. Now, it's important to remember that self-renewal is an ongoing process. So don't be afraid to try new things and explore different activities over time. The second point is connect with others. Now, spend time with people who uplift you and inspire you. Join us as a social group that will inspire you. Volunteer for a cause within your community, or simply take time for quality conversations within your own family and friends. Now, quality time doesn't necessarily mean fancy dinners or expensive vacations. Sometimes it's really the simplest moments spent with those we love and those that we feel most cherished with. Whether it's a family movie night, going out for ice cream, taking a walk in the park or by the riverside, It's really about nurturing our relationship with those we care about as we renew ourselves. Here's some things to consider. Prioritize quality time with loved ones. Make time in your schedule for quality time, just like you did for, or you will, for your hobbies. So take time out and spend time with your family and friends. Whether that's a weekly phone call, a FaceTime these days, a virtual meeting, dinner together, or a day trip. Make an effort to spend meaningful time with the people who matter most to you. Learn to listen actively. Now, when you're spending time with your loved ones, make an effort to listen actively and be present in the moment. Show genuine interest in their lives and be supportive and empathetic. Learn to express gratitude. Now, expressing gratitude for the people in your life, it really can strengthen your relationships and improve your overall well-being. So take time to acknowledge and appreciate the people who bring positivity and joy to your life. Learn to be vulnerable. Now, this is tough. Vulnerability is a crucial aspect of building strong relationships, which really means we have to sort of bury our ego a bit. So be open and honest with your loved ones about your thoughts and feelings, and be receptive to their feedback and support. This is not always easy, but it is critical for building strong relationships. Learn to forgive and let go. Now, conflict and disagreements are inevitable in any relationships. Learning to forgive and let go of our grudges, of the things that happen to us, is essential for maintaining healthy relationships. And don't forget to meet new people. Meeting new people can broaden your perspective, provide new opportunities, and enhance your personal growth. And, for instance, join a club, attend social events, take a class to expand your social circle, and meet new people. So by building and maintaining strong relationships, you can experience a greater sense of connectedness and fulfillment in your life. Now, remember that relationships require ongoing effort and communication, so we really need to make an effort to prioritize and nurture those relationships, and particularly those that matter most to you. Number 3, take on new challenges. Now, challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone and try new things, whether it's taking a solo trip or starting a new business venture, taking risks, whatever they may be. These can help you develop resilience and foster personal growth. Engaging in meaningful work is an essential aspect of incorporating self-renewal into your life. So engaging in meaningful work isn't just for those starting out. It's also for those who need to find new careers or places of work. Here are some ways to think about this. Identify your values and strengths. Start by identifying your values and strengths and consider what you're really passionate about and what you're really naturally good at. Now, this can help you determine what type of work would be meaningful for you. Now, once you've identified your values and strengths, set out some goals and priorities for your work or your new career, and consider what you want to achieve in your career and what steps you need to take to get there. Seek out opportunities for professional development, such as training programs and mentorship or further education. This can help you develop new skills and expand your knowledge, leading to greater personal growth and professional development. Finding purpose in your work can enhance your sense of meaning and fulfillment. Consider how your work aligns with your values and how it makes a positive impact in your world. Prioritize your work and make sure that you are prioritizing a work-life balance. So achieving a healthy work-life balance is essential for avoiding burnout and maintaining overall well-being. Make time for hobbies and family and friends, and set boundaries between work and personal life. Now, a positive work environment is something else you should think about. A positive work environment can significantly impact your job satisfaction and overall well-being. So be kind and supportive to your colleagues and seek out opportunities to collaborate with them and ways in which you can contribute to a positive team dynamic. And if this is not possible, maybe it's time for change or for renewal. Finally, seek out work that aligns with your values. Now, finding work that aligns with your values can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. So consider the mission and the values of your organization or company that you work with, and whether those really align with your own values. So by engaging meaningful work, you can experience a sense of purpose and fulfillment in your career. You can spend time to regularly reflect on your values and goals and to seek out opportunities for growth and development. And the fourth area is practice self-care. Now, make time for activities that promote physical and mental well-being. So prioritizing self-care can help you feel more energized and focused. I talked about this really at the beginning of this podcast. Now, here are some ways to further practice self-care. Make time for physical activity. Physical exercise is an essential component of self-care, as it has numerous physical and mental health benefits. Choose an exercise routine that you enjoy and fits within your schedule, such as, maybe going for a run, practicing yoga, or taking a dance class. Eat a healthy diet. Now, eating a healthy diet is crucial to your physical and mental well-being. So include a variety of nutrient-dense foods in your meals and snacks, and limit the intake of processed and high-sugar foods. They'll just tire you out, give you a buzz in the short term, but over the long term will tire you out. Make sure you find time for rest and sleep. Now, adequate rest and sleep are essential for physical and mental rejuvenation. So make sure you get enough sleep and take breaks throughout the day to rest and recharge. Learn to practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques. Now, mindfulness and relaxation techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation can help manage stress and improve mental health. It also places you in a space that allows you to grow spiritually. And learn to set boundaries. Setting boundaries is an essential aspect of self-care, as it helps protect your time, energy, and mental well-being. So say no to commitments or activities that you really don't want to do or can't do, and prioritize activities that bring you that sense of fulfillment and joy. So by practicing self-care, you can reduce your stress, increase resilience, improve overall physical and mental well-being, all of which contribute to a fuller and more fulfilling life. So remember to make self-care as a regular part of your routine, and be kind to yourself. as you navigate the journey of self-renewal. So, in conclusion, this podcast was really about finding your happy place through self-renewal, and we focused on 4 areas where you can embrace self-renewal for a fuller and more meaningful life. We talked about the importance of developing a hobby, the importance of connecting with others, the importance of taking on new challenges, and the importance of practicing self-care. I provided a few strategies for each of the areas that you may want to consider for your action. Now, while self-renewal may require effort and dedication, its rewards are significant, and the benefits can be felt across all areas of your life. So, by committing and prioritizing self-renewal, you can unlock your full potential and live a more fulfilling life. So thank you for listening, folks. I hope my comments have helped you to embrace self-renewal as a way to live a more fuller and meaningful life. And consider subscribing to the Fontenay Magazine e-learning. And by the way, it's free for all our subscribers. So you can find a link below. There's another program that we have, and it's called Fortis. You may want to look at that one as well, and I provided a link for you below. Now, before I go, again, please subscribe to this channel and use it as a source for your ongoing learning. I thank you in advance. Until we meet again next Wednesday, stay safe, keep well, and continue becoming the best version of yourself. Bye for now.